What you're about to see is Mike Tyson going to war against giants.
Scheduled for 10, but don't go away. Tyson already coming in, got in a short left hook. There's the big left hook, and that rocks Sammy's calf.
He's taking his time. He's pinpointing his punches. He's not over anxious. That's the first punch he's missed so far.
And gets his body into those punches.
You got to watch this one real close.
Blood coming from the nose of Sammy Scaff already. He might have broken his nose already.
Right. That's right. It looks bad.
Scaff is on the run. Blood just pouring down from the nose of Sammy Scaff.
Tyson does not throw wild punches, Sam. That's
big left hook. And there is Scaff down.
3, 4.
The count is 5
for the rest of the
6.
The count is 7. This one's over.
9.
This one is over.
It's all over. He tried to make it. Sammy Scaff tried to get up.
Now on the verge of becoming a world-class man. Don't blink. This is round number 1.
That's the word to use, Ken. I don't think there's going to be too much of a feeling out process, so to speak, in this fight. Set the pace right from the word go.
Mike Tyson is a finisher. He's established that early in his career.
He started the fight off with some wicked right punches. People have compared his punching power to guys like George Foreman and Joe Frazier, saying he punches the same, but he's so much faster.
It could be over early. As we pointed out, Tyson's longest fight, a 4th round KO of Don Halpin in his 3rd pro fight. Remember, he's been a pro for only 11 months.
Yeah, Ken, he has a long road ahead of him. Jameson is doing what I think he has to do, and that's keep on the move. Keep Tyson off balance and don't lay on those ropes and let him get set up for those wicked punches he throws. He's connecting very well, though, with some good body shots, hard body shots.
You look at him, he's done what a lot of fighters have been unable to do.
Jameson's hands, both his hands are down by chest level.
Just 13 days ago. And he had a first-round knockout of Dave Jacko. His next fight, February 16th against Carl the Truth Williams in Troy, New York. This is the first round. He's trying to finish off.
Good left hook to the body. That's a very good sign of this young fighter right to the body.
Jameson now within 15 seconds of surviving the first round. Mike Tyson in the black trunks figures to be the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Tyson.
He's after him, and that's the end of round number 1. Mike Jameson will tell his grandchildren he survived a round against Mike Tyson. Set now for round number 2. Mike Tyson takes a quick left from Jameson.
To get that left jab out and keep this little guy off you.
Here comes Tyson. Jameson battling back right above us here in Atlantic City. Ooh, a right connects to Tyson. One thing about Tyson, he has really not been tested in his career.
A lot of the so to speak, boxing experts are wondering now what happens when this young kid that can punch so hard. This is what experience will tell. Everybody's yet to find this out.
Certainly not as a pro. As an amateur, he lost Los Angeles.
Jameson is profusely. It's going to go in the eye and it's going to affect his vision. I think it was opened with some of those nice uppercuts that Tyson's been throwing when he gets close to him.
Quite a contrast in conditioning here. Tyson superbly conditioned. Extreme height. He's 5'11". Has the huge neck, 19 3/4 inches. Tyson, the strong left to Jameson in round number 2.
236 pounds, and he is just pushing this big guy all over the ring, pushing him away, maneuvering him into positions where he wants him to be so that he can land the best punches.
Mike Jameson, very evident here in the second round. The boxing folks here in New Jersey that would have to disappear, and it has.
99% of the time it did hurt him.
The left, the right to the side. Mike Jameson comes out swinging against Mike Tyson. The 3rd round. Tyson, as a pro, has rarely seen the 3rd round.
I think Mike Tyson doesn't know the word back up. He has not taken one backward step in his fights. He has been continually pushing forward, pushing fights, setting his type of pace.
Tyson very, very dedicated.
Jamieson grabbed him, held on to him, cleared his head a little bit. A little bit of experience is starting to show here. Jamieson, he knows what to do when he gets hurt.
He's done quite a bit of clutching and grabbing in the first 3 rounds. And if you were in that position, that would be a pretty good philosophy. You see the low blow, and Tyson gets a warning, and Jamieson let everyone know that he'd been hit below the belt.
Yeah, a little bit disrespect for the judge's decision there.
Mike Tyson boxing world here in the first month of 1986. They're hungry for a new heavyweight, for someone who is as aggressive as Mike Tyson against an outmatched Mike Jamieson.
Feel the effects of those big punches, such as that good right hand that snuck him there.
Round number 4, as we mentioned.
I caught just when Jamieson went into that clinch there. He's 6'4", yet he dropped his head really low and clashed heads with Mike Tyson. The referee picked it up, thinking that Jamieson's intentionally trying to butt Tyson. So you learn all these little tricks.
Mike Tyson getting tested more tonight than he usually has been, and knows that Charles the Truth Williams in mid-February. Mike Tyson takes 2 steps forward, lets go with a couple of lefts, now a right, a left. He's got him down.
It's very seldom you see a heavyweight throw a combination of 5 and 6 punches, but Mike Tyson does it.
At age 19, trying to extend his record to 17-0.
And he's going about it the right way.
Here he comes, Tyson, who wants to be a finisher like Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, and Joe Louis, here in the 4th round in Atlantic City. For young Mike Tyson.
He's just one tough customer.
The last half minute took Tyson into the 4th round before he was KO'd in
the knockdown, Ken. You see the explosive punches he throws. A flurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 punches. You don't see that in heavyweight divisions.
This is live action in round 5. Mike Jamieson, the 31-year-old from Cupertino, California, near San Jose. Mike Tyson, Sports Illustrated cover boy, trying to end it here in round number 5.
Jamieson is doing at this point what I think he should have been doing from the first. Oh, he just took a right hand to the top of it.
Mike Tyson is a winner again. His record goes to 17-0.
Some say he has the same disadvantage as a lion going against the zebra. And I'd have to agree. Let's see how quick he starts. Bruno tries to keep him off. Bruno showing that he's not afraid, hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with a right hand. And there goes Bruno for the first time in the fight. Bruno's clear, but he knows the power of Mike Tyson. Tyson, if ever there was a guy fighting like a raging bull, it's Mike Tyson. Bruno has all the pride of England standing for him. He get tagged again by a right hand. He's trying to hang on to Mike and hit. Mike is just looking for an opportunity to cut loose. And Richard Steele warns Frank Bruno about hanging on and hitting Mike Tyson. Tyson pummels him with the right hand. Mike trying to set him up with the left hand. Bruno looks a little wobbly already. Right hand misses Frank Bruno. Bruno has come to try and mix it up. He's hanging on to the head of Tyson. Tyson not affected by any of these blows at all. Tyson just looking to set his man up. He's back in the assault about hanging on and hitting. Bruno's already been down in round number 1. Tyson hit with a light left hand. Doesn't do anything to him. Tyson back up bouncing. Well, all the questions about distractions have been answered as Tyson attacks. And you can see that there's been a point taken away. I don't think points will mean anything by the time this fight's over. But Frank Bruno is trying to make a fight of it. He's hanging on, but Tyson is certainly getting the best of it. He's bleeding from the nose. He was down in the very early seconds as Tyson nails him with the uppercut. Now Frank comes very slowly across the ring. He knows he's in with a bull. Tyson gets nailed with a left hook. Tyson looks wobbly as he attacks Bruno. Bruno continues to throw. Tyson was caught and wobbled. Tyson looks clear, but he was caught by a shot by Frank Bruno. Tyson trying to fight back, and Bruno did catch him with a shot. That's the first time I've seen anything like Tyson staggered. Tyson was definitely set back in his tracks there. Inside of 20 seconds to go in the round. Bruno has got him tied up. Mike Tyson doesn't seem to have that fiery look in his eyes right now as he lunges for the challenger. Inside of 10 seconds to go, as you see.
Let's go, Frank.
A bell ends round number 1, and the crowd loves it. So Bruno went down, but not hurt, and Bruno tagged Tyson and did hurt him. Watch this now, and let's see just how it happened. It was a short right hand that caught Bruno. He was wobbled, and then another right hand kind of up over the shoulder, got him off balance, and you notice Tyson never stopped swinging. There's the short right that has him in trouble. Right now, he's wobbled on his legs, and then it's up in the top of the back of the head, but he's not hurt here at all. And then, of course, Richard Steele moves in. And there's the right hand that caught Tyson and buckled his legs. And that's the first time we've seen him in an awkward position. Here's Tyson moving in. It'll be interesting to see if he's like a wild man in round 2. And it looks like he's ready to be a wild man in round 2. So Frank Bruno came to fight. Surprised Tyson by catching him in the first round. He's nailed again with that inside right hand. Bruno vulnerable to that right hand in close. Tyson continues to come in. Bruno continues to hang on when he does come in. We wanted to take time to welcome all our friends in Australia, New Zealand, and people watching all over the world, but the fight's been so fast and so exciting, it's hard to do that. But a special hello to Chris Myrams in Wellington, New Zealand, and all of the brothers and sisters, and especially David Fox, our producer, his sister, who's also watching in New Zealand. Welcome, New Zealand and Australia. People all over Africa, the Middle East, we're thrilled to have you. Frank Bruno came to fight. He was down for just a second in the first round, and the chant from the better than 5,000. Tag with a short, crisp right hand in the first round, which made us all think, well, that's what all was going to happen. Tyson looking for the shot to the body and then to deliver that right hand to the head to his advantage. But Tyson doesn't get frustrated. He just looks to throw the shot. Bruno was able to block that shot that time. You see Frank continuing to hold with a left hand behind the head of Mike Tyson. Left hook to the body. Tyson attacks with a left of his own himself, so he can't punch. Tyson misses wild with the left. The right hand catches Bruno. Left hook. Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's got to hang on. Tyson knows that he can catch up with Bruno right now. Bruno trying to keep him off. And the bell ends round number 2. And here we go with round 3. A lot of people didn't expect it to go this far. In fact, for the betting public, round 3 is an important round. The over and under is round 3 for this fight. So if the fight goes beyond round 3, there'll be a lot of happy people that pick 4 and above. Of course, this is the betting capital of the world, and people are interested in that around here. You people watching around the world, we've seen a better fight than we expected so far. You get the idea that Mike Tyson will catch up with Frank Bruno, and your heart's almost with Frank to hope he can make a good fight of it. Frank Bruno, the big, almost chisel-cut body in such magnificent shape. Big, vicious body shot. Didn't seem to bother Bruno, though. Bruno has got to stop pouring with that left hand and get a punch off. Mike catches him with a good left hook, and Bruno has the wherewithal to hang on to him. Both guys hanging on with the kind of the right arm and wailing away with the other hand. Tyson, lightning hands, looking for the opportunity to land that right hand on the chin of Frank Bruno. And again, you just have the feeling it's a matter of time. And it's not that Tyson's toying with him, it's that Tyson is looking for the opportunity. Don't forget, Bruno did catch Tyson in the first round with a pretty good shot.
Come on, Park, it out. Don't hold him, Frank.
Bruno has got to throw some heavier stuff, though. He's powering with the left hand. He's got to let the right hand fly. Tyson with a short assault. Nothing there. Tyson has a lot of movement where Frank Bruno is just kind of a stand-up guy, almost tailor-made for Tyson. You'll get the idea that it's a question of time before Mike catches him. There's some real good shots there, not catching flush, but nonetheless scoring. Mike Tyson is in control of the fight, and Bruno, if he hopes to win, has got to let that right hand fly. And as soon as he comes in and hits him, hang on to him. There's a little bit more game than Bonecrusher Smith was in his fight.
No holding, no holding.
Bruno at no stage inside is going to give Tyson both hands free. They continue to fight after the bell.
Y'all use a lot of sevens to get in there. Stay inside, right? Stay inside. Be mean in the inside. Be with you. Start digging them body shots.
That's Aaron Snowell working the corner of Mike Tyson. Don't forget, Tyson has a whole new corner. Aaron Snowell, Jay Bright, and Taylor Smith. Terry Lawless and George Francis the keys. All right, here we go, round 4. Bob Sheridan here. It looks like Bruno could be hurt a bit.
Watch your head, Mike. Watch your head.
Tyson just really bores in like a madman almost. Frank has got to start throwing that right hand. Again, this is round 4. It's scheduled for 12. But he recovered from that in fine shape. And then Richard Steele had to take a point away. Bruno is caught by a right hand and a left hook. Bruno comes back and catches Tyson. Bruno has got to throw that right hand more and try to catch Tyson with a left hook. Vicious body shot. That light, ooh, another right hand gets through.
Come on, Butch, get out of there.
Doing an excellent job considering the style that Bruno is fighting here. But Tyson doesn't get frustrated. He just goes about his business of trying to win each round.
Step back. Don't hold him, Mike. Let him go.
Bruno is such a much bigger figure than Mike Tyson, but Tyson is just so strong and his hands are so quick. Uppercut comes that time. We're in the closing seconds now of round 4. The bell ends round number 4. And the crowd in England loves it. All right, here we go with round number 5. And Tyson attacks immediately.
Come on, Butch, get out of there.
Throughout a good portion of the fight against Tim Witherspoon, and it was in the later rounds that, you know, those big heavy muscles begin to catch up with him. Tyson's a big, strong guy too, but we know he can go the 12. His last time out against Bugner, Bruno had to go 8 rounds. Before that, he went 8 against Reggie Gross in Marbella. So Bruno attempting to make a better fight of this than most people thought possible. He's lost every round, make no mistake about that.
Last warning, last warning.
Richard Steele continues to warn Bruno about hanging on and hitting.
Punch it, get out! Punch it, get out!
This place seats about 8,000 or 9,000 here at the Hilton Hotel. Bruno was caught that time, and Tyson knows it. Tyson trying to attack now to finish him off. Bruno has the wherewithal to hang on. Tyson gives him room to come off the ropes. Scores with the uppercut. Lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. He hits him with a right hand. Bruno trying to hang on as best he can. He's still in big trouble. The uppercut catches him. The right hand catches him. He's really being hit now. Blood coming from the nose. His eyes are puffy. Tyson is punishing Frank Bruno right now. Bruno tries to hang on. Probably what he should do is get down to his knee and take an 8 count instead of letting this guy nail him with a flush right hand.
Stop right, let him go, let him go.
This is round 5. Remember, a fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight. It's all over. Michael Tyson wins on a 5th round TKO. It came at 2:55. That's unofficial. We'll get that officially. It came at 2:55 of the 5th round. Mike Tyson punished and pummeling Frank Bruno.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bruno did the best he could do to make a go of it. But there was no question, Mike Tyson, a superior fighter.
27 pounds heavier, almost 4 inches taller. Huge reach advantage, and here we go, round 1.
I'll tell you what, if I was built like Frank Bruno, I wouldn't be afraid of anybody or anything, but Mike Tyson is a phenom. Abnormal strength, unnatural. He is a walking powerhouse.
Tyson's trainer, Jay Bright, said he's concerned about keeping Tyson under control at the belt. He'll be very anxious.
Whether Tyson's going to come bobbing and weaving, he's certainly coming straight in.
What you're going to see is Frank Bruno grab Mike when he comes in like that. Every time. Every time he comes in, he's going to hold him. He's not going to let Mike do what Mike wants to do on the inside.
From Mills Lane to keep it their heads off.
Bruno with the questionable chin.
Get off that neck. Come on. Get off.
He said he'll try to use the jab to keep Tyson away. He does not like to fight on the inside generally. But Bruno also feels he's learned to hold on.
If he's going to throw that right hand, he's got his jab into Mike and throw the right hand into Mike. See how he leans back? He can't do that.
He gets there, you're too apprehensive. On Mike's side, he's not bobbing and weaving like he has.
Says Mills Lane. Tyson's people wanted to bob and roll, be less of a target attack.
That's the first one he felt the steam. He is fierce tonight.
And that Bruno doesn't have the foot steam.
He didn't get there anywhere.
Bruno threw a nice right in around the side of Tyson's ear and then a left hook to the body. Didn't seem to do anything, but it was a nice effort.
And anytime, oh, here comes Tyson. Tyson with a combination with 20 seconds left in round 1.
He got Bruno's attention, wobbled Bruno with that punch. And that's what I mean. If he makes a mistake early, you can't fix a chin that was never great to begin with.
A left hook by Tyson, but Bruno comes forward. 7 seconds to go in the round.
Bruno in bad trouble there. All he needed was one more good shot. He'd have been gone.
The cut's nasty.
Well, it's a nasty cut. And rest assured, Tyson's not going to let that alone. These things tell him to stop.
Yeah, Mills Lane trying to take control.
In every instance, anytime he gets close to
Put any efforts toward punching if he's just worried about holding.
and fall on him, it will, because Tyson is fierce tonight.
Tyson now showing some head movement.
Let him go, Frank. Come on.
Frank's got to take his shot. Steve put himself in a position to win, take his shot. But to just hold and do that for 12 rounds, there's no wandering.
Well, he's not going to be here for 12 rounds, I guarantee you.
Oh, a left hook by Mike Tyson. Flush on the face of Frank Bruno. Another left.
And did not react as badly as he did in the first round. Maybe the nerves and the jitters, he may be settling in.
In front of him. Halfway through the second.
A little tiny referee and two huge guys.
Tyson looking to go back to work.
That is what you call academic.
Less than a minute remaining in round 2.
Bruno switched to southpaw there.
Even Tyson's jabs seem to lift Bruno off his feet. And that's saying something for a 247-pounder.
He's not fighting offensively.
Bleed down the side of his face.
A home run. A home run thrown by Tyson.
Wonderfully echoing your words, Bobby. And more lecturing from Mills Lane saying, fight it out, stop holding.
He's got a difficult task in front of him, and a lot of people are going to say this fight doesn't prove anything anyway.
And this is what Bruno expected. He said he's not looking for the Tyson who fought McGillian Mathis. Here's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno into the ropes. And it is all over. It is all over here in round 3. Mike Tyson is champion again.
And that is it. Mike Tyson is back. The Tyson era has begun.
His whole life has been for this night. But Trevor wants to prove that he's one of the great champions. Let's see how long his reign lasts. Mike Tyson kind of feeling him out here, but he goes with that right-hand lead right away. You get the idea now that Berbick is showing a little false bravado here. Standing toe-to-toe is not the way. If he doesn't pump that jab in the face, Tyson will come right through him. Tyson with the left, bounces it off the forehead of Trevor. Trevor tries to work underneath. Tyson will have no part of it. Notice the movement of the head of Mike Tyson as he takes a light left jab. Tyson will be able to get underneath it. Oh, wow! With a left hook that just grazes. Trevor, with this bravado, could get in some big trouble in a hurry. He's taking big chances with Tyson, not feeling him out at all. This early going in round one, a lot better than we thought it might be. Trevor came to fight. But this is exactly what Tyson likes. Notice that Berbick is standing directly in front of him. That is, a left hook that really caught him. That is disaster for all of the opponents of Mike Tyson. He's standing flat-footed right in front of him, and he's going to get clipped. Believe me, folks, he's going down. You can't fight Tyson this way. It's great that he has the courage, but this is a poor fight plan. Oh, the right hand gets him behind the left ear. Berbick tries to push him off, not the way to keep him up. Notice the lazy left. Watch Tyson load up with left and rights. He knows that he can score now. Mike Tyson in what just in round one. Tyson clips him with a light left that time. You get the idea that Mike, as soon as, a light right hand, but the left hook right there. Notice Tyson throws him in 2s and 3s. Trevor is getting lazy with the left hand. Notice the left hand is not pumping like it was against Pinklin Thomas when he won the title. That's a fear factor. He's away from his bravado in the early going of this round. Tyson having a good first round. Now the left should be pumping. Instead, Tyson will walk right through it. See this? Tyson walking right through. He's wild with the left hook as Berbick, and Tyson clips him with the left hand. Look at this. Combination. And Berbick ready to go, but he stays on his feet. Another right hand clips him. He can't take shots like this very long. Wow, with the right hand is Mike. Again, he's blocked. Catches him with a left hook. Trevor's ready to go again. Tyson knows that he can score at will now. Berbick doing nothing like he did against Pinklin Thomas. Fighting in the wrong position. Not using the jab of the bell ends. Round one. A good round one for Mike Tyson. Notice the replay where Tyson is getting through with the right hand. Punches in bunches. And I learned that line from Angelo Dundee, who happens to be working with Trevor Berbick, but it's not Berbick who's throwing the bunches of punches. Make no mistake, Tyson is in command. This may not go very long because he's got tremendous confidence now. Tyson already off his stool. Here's Trevor Berbick. This is round two. The WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Trevor Berbick and Mike Tyson. Tyson goes to work right away, and he's got Trevor in trouble, and he's down. Mills Lane lets them continue. Here comes Tyson again. He knows he can hurt him anytime. Left hook, right hand. Again, Trevor hanging on. But this is a defensive mode now. Trevor not trying to do anything offensively. Tyson has him under control. Left hook light. Watch for the uppercut. There it is. Didn't land, but he has the idea. Wow, with the right hand is Mike. Mike throwing caution to the wind. He's in total command in this fight right now. We're only in round two. You know, Mike Tyson gets fined $5,000 for wearing black trunks. He is the challenger here tonight, believe it or not. He looks like the champion right now, and it may not be too long before he wears that belt. Wild on the break, and Mills Lane warns Trevor about it. Trevor trying to do all he can, but what he's not doing is holding off Mike with the left. And you see the light left hook by Mike in the right hand. The harder, crush the right side of the rib cage. Instead he goes to the body downstairs, catches him with the right hand, and another right hand landed. Mike doesn't throw just one punch. When he gets a guy in real trouble, he usually knows how to finish. Look at these shots. Berbick hanging on like Mitch Green did. Bonecrusher Smith. Straight jab by Mike Tyson. 20 years old, Mike Tyson on his way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, with that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a light left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back in the rope. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out. It'll be scored as a knockout. Mills Lane counted him out to 10. It's all over. We've got a brand new heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson. Let's watch the finishing blow. Crushing right hand. Wow, with a left hook, then a right hand right in the temporal bone, and he's in trouble here. He reels backwards. That's the very first knockdown of the fight, and he's able to get back up, and you saw the punches that landed. He misses that uppercut. But notice it's all Tyson. Berbick doing nothing offensively. And he crashes down. Mills Lane sends him to the corner. And look at the courage. Again, his mind and heart want to get up, but his body won't allow him to. His legs are rubberized. Look at him. Mills Lane continues the count. And it'll be scored as a knockout for Mike Tyson. And that's it. He's not ready. And Mills Lane says, no, you're not back to your feet. It's all over. And we've got a brand new WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And he's a youngster named Mike Tyson, who can reign for a long, long time. Most people in boxing say the only thing that can beat Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson himself.
And in every instance, the decisive blow was a left hook. The people in Williams' corner are sincerely worried about what he does in the first 30 seconds against the Tyson onslaught. And it would appear that the strategy to begin with is to hold, and referee Randy Newman says, we're not going to start that way.
This is sort of reunion here because both men are just throwing punches. In fact, James here has selected to fight Tyson inside. He claimed the other day that if Tyson throws any unnecessary punches, illegal punches, he will accommodate him and throw the same punches back.
Well, Frank Bruno felt the sting of Tyson's elbow several times, as other opponents have complained that they have felt it as well.
Left jab is so strong, that should help him as long as he keeps that right hand up and watch Tyson's left hook. Jab will be the key, but in throwing the left jab, he must also keep that right hand up and pow. There's that left hook.
And you saw Mike pivot upward with both feet planted and turn the hips into the punch. This is where the power comes from.
The reason people fear Mike Tyson because he's one of the few, if not the only man, that can knock you out in the heavyweight division with one punch.
Here's another look at the devastating left hook.
And what Tyson does here, he bobs and weaves, gets under that jab and counters with a beautiful left hook.
I expect you to bring it at all times, and when I tell you to break, I want you both to stop punching and step back, protecting yourselves at all times. Remember, a foul can cost you the round. Mandatory 8 count is in effect. Watch your low blows and watch the holding and hitting. Any questions here? All right, I want a clean contest. Good luck to both of you. Let's shake hands.
Okay, don't anybody go to the toilet or the refrigerator. Just as expected, Tyson's right in the chest of Ribalta. Ribalta has problems with Marvis Frazier. Couldn't keep him off. Inside, not to try to exchange punch for punch. He can't do that.
And that was a right hand by Tyson that at least got the attention of Ribalta.
You notice the way that Tyson's looked, the way that Tyson has developed as a fighter.
The left hand knocks Ribalta off balance.
Ability, the throw combination, you have to have it all.
Tillis did. Of course, when we talked to Tyson, he said, I don't mean to take anything away from Tillis, but if I were to fight him again tomorrow, I'd knock him out in one round.
A pretty good move by Ribalta. He was able to tie up Mike Tyson. Cases like this, you know, Ribalta has to keep those hands up at all times.
Then right hand again, but Ribalta.
Body. I think with the height advantage, he has to go downstairs first. Punches that Tyson throws is going to take a great deal of wearing down on a tall man like Ribalta. Tyson throws some vicious shots to the body.
No.
forth. He's just going to look too brave. You got to keep your defense tight. Bring him up, you understand? Use a good hard shot, a real hard shot. You win in the fight easy, you understand? But you're a little lazy. It looks like you're a little lazy. Turn the intensity up, you understand? Yeah. Use the jab hard jab. You can beat this guy with the jab alone. Whenever you get inside, you don't have to try to keep your hands and punch. Rip him up, rip him up to the body, rip his body up, you understand? You just miss him with the two. But you juro que se va, mi brother. Couple your jabs up, go cross here. Listen to me, William. ¿Estás bien? Todo tranquilo? Okay. Couple your jab up, Jose. Go across here. You're throwing too high, man. Let's go. Haga su boxeo, okay?
Somebody in Ribalta's corner does have confidence. I understand they made a significant bet before the fight, taking 7-1 odds.
They didn't get enough. Kevin Rooney in Tyson's corner saying, keep the jab down. His trainer said his man is tough after the first round, so now we'll see.
He knows the uppercut that Ribalta threw. Those are the type of punches that are effective against a guy like Tyson. But you got to time it. Think about Tyson. He has speed, puts a lot of velocity behind his punches, a great deal of power. There's the uppercut again.
Well, it's an interesting technique, Ray, because he's not running like Green did or staying away.
He wants, rather, to make Tyson respect it. Counter right hand by Mike Tyson is inviting.
And there was an uppercut. What a shot. Off the ground. It really did. Ribalta trying to bang with Tyson and gets off the ropes.
Watch the right hand, Barry.
Tyson's body punches are absolutely devastating. There's a good left to the chin.
Here I am.
There's the punch. Terrific uppercut. The reason, or one of the reasons that Tyson has such punching power is that he always stays in punching range of his opponent. He's on top of him, so that those kinds of punches will frequently hit an opponent without the opponent seeing the punch, and those are the punches that do the most damage. There it is. Never saw it coming.
This is the third round, and you wouldn't have found a lot of smart money saying that it would go this far.
You watch the way that Mike Tyson works that body. It's a thing of beauty.
His body shots are so hard, there's a distinctly different sound.
He's punching very, very clean, very clean.
We'll just sit back and let you listen a little bit. See if you can tell the difference in the sound of Tyson's punches.
Right. Hold. No. Up your head. No.
Three good examples right there, and any uppercut behind it.
Hold on,
Long left hand.
No.
Tyson looked at Ribalta at the end of that round as if to say, what are you still doing here?
The category of who to thunk it.
No.
We will remind you that Harold Letterman, our official, unofficial judge.
One thing about Ribalta, he is not intimidated. Hey, game plan is starting to work now. Either they want Tyson to punch himself out, which is not going to happen, or they want him to get careless.
He has been more effective in the later rounds, so I'm sure that's the thinking of his corner, is if he gets by 4 or 5, but decision that most everyone feels he won.
Ribalta's been trying to throw some straight right hands, right? It's not going to work because Tyson has that bob and weaving style.
Ribalta got himself in trouble on the ropes again.
Tyson just turned southpaw.
The gloves. Lunging left hand by Tyson. The right hand was a little short. Little right hand partially caught on the gloves.
He is in there with a professional. He is dominating the fight. And again, the point right now is to see whether Tyson can sustain his fury.
Tyson has taken to a decision screen.
Ribalta between rounds. Okay, now you can start to dominate the fight.
Ribalta's been giving away rounds, especially inside. You notice that Tyson throws a great deal of body.
That was an uppercut by Ribalta, and Tyson right back with 2 shots to the body. Ribalta getting off the quicker punches there.
The punch is going to get there first. You notice when Ribalta throws his uppercut, his chin is wide open. He is so susceptible to the right hand. You notice how he throws his punches, Barry. He drops the other hand. He never lets up. He keeps that momentum. He's like a train, locomotive.
Right hand by Ribalta.
The guy has a chin. Ribalta has a good chin. And that's what's been saving him thus far.
Let's see if Tyson can step it up here.
You know what's frustrating Mike Tyson is the catching, the tying up that Ribalta has been doing from the very first round. As much as he wants to.
We have a Spanish interpreter, and is this now start to pressure him.
Yeah, because unlike Tillis or Green, as he mentioned, Ribalta is staying in the fight.
Ribalta has staying power. I mean, no one expects too much from Ribalta.
It's a combination from Ribalta and also a low blow by Ribalta.
Looping uppercuts.
Oh, no.
And also, like Tyson's going to say, got to throw more punches. Less than 1 punch.
Tyson just missing that uppercut.
Watch your head.
Yours, Kevin Rooney in his corner would like him to. That was a good left hand.
I think so. I think the style of Ribalta is creating a few problems for Mike Tyson. Maybe it's the height advantage.
He still is not seen, as Larry mentioned, the bigger heavyweights, the Berbicks at 227 or the...
His style creates problems for a guy.
The thing to mention is that Mike Tyson...
Tyson, because he's fighting the right way.
And rounds with quick Tillis.
On the left glove of Ribalta.
There was a big right hand, and that hurt Ribalta. But again, Ribalta showing a good chin.
There's Tyson at work on the ropes, and there's that big right hand. But Ribalta came right back.
Crowd taking up a chant of Jose. Great, great. Well, they're appreciative of what has been a rugged battle on the part of, can't say the challenger, but... And Jose got the worst of that one. The mouthpiece goes, and Tyson is on top of him. Halfway. There's a big right hand, and Ribalta is about to go.
This is all instinct.
And another big right hand, back to the body.
His mouthpiece has been knocked out, so there is no spring.
And there's a smashing left hand. And Tyson has not finished his man off. Ribalta is still there.
An impressive round for Mike Tyson on a number of scores. Let's take a look at Tyson at work. There's a nice uppercut, followed by a good two-punch combination and two rights. And there goes the mouthpiece all the way down to the casino. Later on in the round, it looked like he knocked something else out of his mouth, and it wasn't a mouthpiece, and I hate to even think about what it was. Fighters, knockouts against good fighters are by attrition, not by just one big punch somewhere early in a fight. And Tyson has been wearing down a game opponent.
Now.
Ribalta are still not there yet. The spring is left.
Another big left hand.
Oh, his legs.
And he's out. He's really out. And just on top of Mike Tyson. And Tony Battle will have to take a long look here.
A right hand just zinged by the chin of Ribalta. Look at the hands. Look at that left hand of Ribalta. Watch for him, straight right hand.
Ninth round.
That's the right hand, Barry. He's tired. And now that Tyson, all he wants to do is counter.
Tyson's really taking...
Drop that right hand. Just as he has to just pick his shot. I think he's surprised that Ribalta is still standing.
Let him go, let him go, let him go.
10 seconds remaining here in the ninth round, and it appears as if Jose Ribalta will survive yet another storm.
I don't know if this fight makes Ribalta a star in Miami, but he's earned some respect.
No question about it. He's not run. He's not just tried to survive. He's tried to fight the man. And he actually caught Tyson. From it. And Tillis tried to stay out of harm's way. And the crowd, again, showing its both appreciation and support. Shot, and Ribalta's down.
So do you want to continue? He said, yeah, hell yeah. That's a fighter.
And that's it.
I want to say that there was no way Ribalta could win the fight, but I think the official was wrong for stopping it. He had come back from those punches before. There's no reason to believe that he couldn't have survived that round.
Let's take another look, Ray, at the end of it all. Big left hand there. That put Ribalta down.
Well, Ribalta held his own. I was surprised and very impressed with the fact that he was able to really deal with the pressure of a Mike Tyson. He clinched, he tied Mike Tyson up, never allowed Mike Tyson to really get off some good, clean punches until the later rounds. Here, Tyson with that aggressive style and working the left hook, he was able to hurt Ribalta a number of times, but Ribalta maintained his composure.
Here we go.
Ribalta looks a little soft in the belly too, Steve.
Tyson quickly looking to get in on the inside, using the head movement. There's a straight left hand right on the nose, a right hand by Tyson. Another overhand right by Tyson that got Ribalta on the head.
He gets through this first round.
Tyson, as usual, comes out swinging. Backing Ribalta up. We haven't seen Ribalta's right yet.
Ribalta standing, you see him, his legs is a little stiff. Mike's not working him behind the jab. There he started to throw it.
Tyson's recent opponents.
Man to work with in front of him. He's throwing some big body shots. Ribalta not throwing any hard punches at all.
Tyson looking to resurrect his aura of invincibility.
Ribalta's not really using any of the leverage either. He's staying too straight. He's not bending. He's not using that height and that reach. He's slapping a lot. He's still afraid. That's right hand.
By the left by Ribalta. And then a right uppercut. Blocked by Tyson. Here's the left jab by Ribalta. That scores. Misses with
off his head.
Chopping right cross.
He's tapping a little bit. He's not really unloading with these big shots.
Break. Has yet to feel the extreme impact.
That's showing the big.
We approach the final 30 seconds over the left eye of Ribalta.
Nice right hand by Mike over the top, too. Again, working that cut.
And a left hook to the head by Tyson.
Off his head. Nope.
Referee's doing an excellent job, Steve. Ribalta's an overhand right. Watch his overhand right. That is right on the money. You're going to see it. He comes into him, bends. Beautiful. Look at him turn that shoulder in. That is a full power shot. Super slow-mo from the other side. Oh, and you can see the shock waves sent through Ribalta's jaw and chin. That is just a beautiful right hand. But he got it quickly.
They take long for Ribalta to feel the power of Tyson. Ribalta down at 247.
No, watch your head.
Connecting with a devastating right. Tyson all over Ribalta.
Nate might miss a few shots, but you can see there's some fear in his eye.
Wanting to end it right here. And a big right hand again. Huge rights to the head. There's another right hand. Ribalta's chin was standing that, but how much more can he take? Tyson again, jumping all over. A left hook, and he shoots to the body.
Ribalta went with a nice right hand, too. Got Mike's attention a little bit inside.
Step back. Take a deep breath.
That right does miss by Tyson.
He can't work in just coming with the big power shots because Ribalta's learning real quick. You got to hold on to this man. See, Mike stopped throwing the jabs, not working his way, and needs to stop that big jab.
I break.
Mike Tyson looking to move 240 pounds into position for the final knockout.
Nope, that's it. Step back.
We approach the final minute of the second round.
Okay, watch your head. No punching. All right? Touch him up.
Not been the storied left hook.
You're doing a good job. Let's keep it that way.
But the overhand right just missed with that overhand right.
And he had bad intentions all over that one, Steve. That was a Hail Mary. Throwing the pass for the end zone.
Okay, step back. No punching. Step back.
Mike's got to work in behind the double jab. It'll stop him from holding him so easy. See, a lot of slapping here. You can't hurt Mike with that. You're not going to hurt anybody with that.
And He seems fearful to throw his right hand for fear of what might be coming back.
Andrew, get him up.
Obviously, Tyson has to get inside, and here he comes, trying to get inside. But as soon as he does, look at the lot. He's going to hold on for dear life because he's been hurt.
You know, I've said this before, but, well, here's another person who could stretch Mike Tyson. David Jaco, the white fighter in the dark blue trunks, mixed it with the best. Tony Tucker, Pierre Kutzer. He's knocked out Razor Ruddock. This guy, 19 wins, 15 inside the distance. He can punch, he's durable, he's got height, he's got reach. What can Tyson do? He can attack him, that's what he can. He is no respecter of anything, Mike Tyson. He's young, he believes implicitly in himself, like he's having to face in Albany tonight. And he's clipped with the right hand, lucky he was going back. Wasn't then, left hand, Tyson, left hook, down. Well, round one. This is Tyson's 16th fight of the previous 15, 11 inside a round, and this is going to be another one. The referee's letting him go on. I thought he'd stopped it. Tyson thought he'd won, but the end surely can't be far away. The right hook almost dislodges Jaco's head from his shoulders. They should stop this. He's really had enough. Well, they're letting it go on. Jaco's shipping a lot of punishment now. There is no way he is going to win this contest. It's the 11th of January, and if they fought until next New Year, he wouldn't win this fight. It's not if, it's when Mike Tyson wins. Could be literally any second. He's taken 2 counts. 3. It's all over. So here we go then, round one. Both boys in white. Tyson with the red trim. And Nelson with the black. Nelson, as I say, will try, has to use his height and reach to just keep Tyson at bay. Try and draw the sting for the first 2 or 3 rounds, because we know how dangerous Tyson can be early on. Nelson on his bike early. Guard held high, peekaboo style. Don't want to let it drop. And Nelson can hit. Tyson needs to be a little bit careful this fight. He's been able to get away with liberties in 1 or 2 of his early fights because he has known his opponents cannot hurt him. This is not the case in this fight. If Nelson gets an opening, Nelson can bing one in. Touchdown briefly there, thanks to body shots. The right knee just clipped the canvas. Oh, he's shaky. He's so shaky, and we're only in round one. And this is a good fighter. This is the trouble when we're crammed in alongside spectators at ringside. Somebody gets excited and stands up in front of the camera. We can't see. More importantly, you can't see. Tyson can see. Tyson likes what he's seeing. Well, while our vision was momentarily obscured, Nelson seems to have recovered a little bit of equilibrium. In fact, he comes back with a short chopping right of his own there. Gets through. But he's covering up very, very tightly now. If he was under any illusions just how good a puncher Mike Tyson was, those illusions will have been sorely shattered. Tyson just falling centimetres short with that big arcing right. Well, Nelson, after a real alarming wobble midway through, might be getting through this first round. But he hasn't looked convincing, has he? Tries to come back with a spearing left of his own, but Tyson left uppercut gets through. And once again, Nelson looks a little bit confused, dazed and confused. That term might have been coined for Conroy Nelson tonight. In Latham, hard to think that Tyson, I watched his pro debut, 6th of March. It's what, 22nd of November now. Boy, is he coming on. The referee allowing Nelson just a moment or 2 to recover himself. Gets clipped with a left on the belt, and somehow, well, the ref comes over, says, just keep your punches up. Kevin Rooney tries to wave him off. The referee says, I'm in charge here. We're in the second, and once again, it's all Tyson. And Nelson, who was in deep trouble, is in deeper trouble.
Round one scheduled for 12.
The difference in size immediately apparent. Ruddock just went for a home run with an uppercut which missed.
The big question, can Ruddock withstand the customary early pressure and barrage by Mike Tyson?
Well, he's ready for it. He threw his bomb.
Oh, a right by Tyson, and Ruddock stumbled, but he stayed up.
Well, he'd thrown a big punch. He stumbled after the punch.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. The associate minister lets them know, doesn't seem to care. A hard body punch by Tyson. Down goes Ruddock. He says he slipped. But Steele is counting.
Composed because a hurricane is building up.
There's a big right by Tyson on Tyson. Oh, right by Tyson.
He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Ruddock. A left by Tyson, and down goes Ruddock.
Oh.
Oh, a big left. Oh, they hit after the bell once again.
Steele warning. Oh. He can question his integrity or his honesty.
A flurry in the center of the ring, midway through the fifth.
Getting chopped down little by little. Whoa, nice right hand by Tyson.
Oh, what a right hand!
A little uppercut and then the right hand over there. Oh, nice hook.
Here comes Razor Ruddock out of nowhere. A combination by Ruddock. An uppercut by Ruddock. A right by Ruddock. Tyson comes back.
And inflicted some hard punishment again.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. That stunned Tyson. Now Tyson says no. Hit me again. And he did with the right. As the bell sounds. Taking some steam out of Tyson. Ruddock coming back. Now Tyson with a big left. Some pretty good chins. For withstanding this kind of barrage. Oh, what a right by Tyson. Oh, the left. Now the right combination. Steele steps in. Is it over? It's over. It's over. And Mike Tyson has defeated Razor Ruddock here in the 7th round.
Check yourself at all times. Any questions here? Any questions here? Let's get it on.
Round one scheduled for 12. Let's see if the two heaviest punches. First rematch ever for both Tyson and Ruddock.
Razor Ruddock almost disdaining his hook.
A solid right hand. There's a left.
Giving ground. Not fighting like he did in that first round.
Overhand right by Tyson, but it was well covered.
Ruddock is not tying up Tyson. Hard.
He has one of the best lefts in the business.
Been throwing very hard punches. Very damaging. Very damaging. So an uppercut to the body. He's wide open. Mike is crossing on top of the jab from Ruddock.
Big right by Tyson.
He's got him in trouble.
That wobbled Ruddock a bit.
Ruddock's eyes look like a jackpot at that time.
And they continue after the bell.
Let's go get it. Speed, Mike, speed.
The words of Richie Giacchetti and Mike Tyson's. A heavy right by Tyson, stalking Ruddock.
And this is the beginning of round two. Bad news.
Tyson just loading up with the right.
Letting it just stay there. He's going to get killed if he does that.
Work on it, come on.
Uppercut by Mike Tyson.
He's letting him punch on the inside.
Says Mills Lane. Oh, down goes Ruddock off an overhand right.
6, 7, 8. There we go.
Ruddock in trouble. Another thundering right by Tyson.
Him up. Nothing going to make Mike think about it. Back he goes on his heels. He's in trouble.
The canvas.
Tyson seems to be letting him get away. Had him. And gotten this guy out here. It's as if a jab didn't exist.
Oh, what a right hand left though.
Ruddock came back with a hammering punch. Another. He's got to attack. Ruddock must attack. There's another. And a hammering right hand. Put a punctuation. There's another one. He's got to attack. Ruddock must attack. There's another.
And then the left, the smash, followed by the...
And he has stopped. He has stopped. He's got to fight. There it goes again.
Ruddock!
Sluggish. Is it those pounds? It certainly isn't affecting his punching power, but boy. Good hammering hook. Tyson has stopped it. You don't know why. I do. He's been getting hit.
Mike Tyson, Razor Ruddock. That right by Tyson didn't hit.
Oh, very low blow. He is not coming in, bobbing and weaving and crouching. Oh, hard shot.
There goes Ruddock again. He's down for the second time.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hallelujah. Oh, here we go.
And they continue. Can Tyson finish him off?
Never saw anybody get up off the canvas as well as Razor Ruddock does. He keeps getting up off the canvas. There goes the mouthpiece of Razor Ruddock.
Tyson looking to pour it on now. Ruddock spitting blood in the process. Pretty good left by Razor Ruddock. It's only the 4th round.
Oh, tremendous uppercut by Donovan.
Now both resting again. And back comes Tyson.
For his part, has not finished.
They continue to go at it.
Unlike Mike Tyson.
And round 5.
He took a shellacking in the 4th. 3 and 4. Try it. There you go.
Good left hand by Ruddock. Well, that got Tyson's respect. We haven't seen too many jabs or combinations. Here's a double left by Razor Ruddock.
More. Why he doesn't, I don't know.
And a solid left hook by Tyson. And we're not even through round 5. Ruddock with the miss, the counter by Tyson. 238.
His diet didn't work. Razor Ruddock is following a game plan. Oh, what a nice...
Stopped controversially in the 7th by Richard Steele.
Oh, nice hook. 2 nice hooks. Nice uppercut. Well, good hard punch by Tyson.
Tyson, he's got Ruddock. Ruddock able to bull his way up.
This is Tyson, a combatant. He's smelling knockout. Tyson trying to chuck uppercuts and hooks.
Solid left by Tyson. Once again, Tyson looking to end it with one punch.
Is he going to pick it up and give Tyson a chance? Narrow escape by Tyson. Landing a great body shot.
Looks like both fighters sucking air, looking for that second win. Now, here's Ruddock with the left. Another left. Missed with the right.
Intent to just stay there. Stunned. Round 7 is about the time to start his offensive. Oh, what a hook by Ruddock. Tremendous punches. He comes back. And Ruddock, another good 2 shots. Another good 2.
Believable chin. He is the promoter for Mike Tyson as the rematch rages on into round 8. So it goes longer. And he unloads those uppercuts.
Well, he's a warrior from the old school. This guy Tyson looks like a fighter.
Still going without the shot. In Nevada has wrapped 4 more championship fights.
If you're going to throw it with some measure and some meanness. Easy to hit with a jab, but he's not throwing it.
Ruddock landing with the right. The fight very spirited.
Again, action after the bell. Both these.
And round 9.
But it pours. Now that he's got 2-10-8 rounds, feel overconfident.
Get off the neck, Razor.
Watching, and Tyson has chosen not to fight again. He's neither one.
But there were moments back of the second.
Oh, nice uppercut. 2 nice uppercuts by Razor Ruddock. can, oh, nice. Wonderful left by Ruddock. Again the low blow. Again another low blow by Tyson.
It's just been called the smash by Art Miles, his trainer. Oh, what a left hand by Razor Ruddock in fight. So anything goes. 10th round.
10, 11, and 12. Oh, nice counter punch by Tyson. Another right hand.
Right by Tyson.
Ruddock in trouble. Ruddock's face, a mask caved him in.
Ruddock in anguish.
He better punch some now.
Shots to the rib by Mike Tyson.
Oh, nice right hand by Tyson.
A right by Ruddock that stunned Tyson.
I've never seen Tyson get hit this much in any. And Tyson has got to go back. Oh, he got hit again. Did Tyson coming in? Another right hand of a heavyweight, and the risk here is enormous.
Right
Tyson,
hand.
his reputation, his earning power. The fight.
Ruddock's face is going to look like a mess after this. Here we go.
Take these punches, giving you some kind of more of this. Because, oh, nice shot by Ruddock.
Tyson can't take any chances. He's got to go for the knockout.
Means nothing here in Las Vegas, but I think he's ahead. All is up, and we have this entire round to go, so don't go away. This is heavyweight action at its best. Seconds go by because Tyson looks intent on not letting what he wants is a knockout. Oh, Tyson just got hammered and he comes back fighting.
What an exchange!
But what a right hand by Tyson. Oh, what a low blow.
And then Ruddock answered with a low blow as the bell sounds. Well, the rematch even better than the first fight. Tyson! Well, I thought it might be a little closer.
You can talk the talk, can you walk the walk? It's time for Tony Tucker now to walk the walk.
Or run the run, as it were. And we'll see what kind of tactic Tucker takes.
I was expecting Mike Tyson to jump right on Tony Tucker. Tucker, I had figured that he should at least tie his man up, try to frustrate Mike Tyson.
But is he strong enough to do that?
Well,
that was a good right hand by Tucker. That might have been the best shot that Mike Tyson has ever taken right there.
Did you notice that uppercut blocked Mike Tyson? He may have seen something. Technically speaking, no one gave Tucker a chance. But there are miracles here. What do you see in Mike Tyson? And we always felt that he was susceptible to take jabs, but I think what Tucker saw in Tyson was the uppercut. He was susceptible to
stopped by a punch.
What happened then was the best thing that Tucker could have done.
Tucker said when we talked to him, he said, I'm not worried about what he's going to do to me. I'm worried about what I'm going to do to him. That's confidence. And another right hand by Tucker. There was a left hand by Tyson.
With sheer motivation here. A lot of confidence.
Yeah, he said he likes being the underdog, even though it's the first time he's been one. Probably since he was an amateur.
You know what's happening? Every time Mike reaches in, Tony comes with the right hand.
Another thing you have to say about Tucker, frankly, I didn't think he fought that well, but it was against James Broad. Against Douglas, he fought a little bit better. And now we'll see what he can do against certainly the best.
Here we go, clean, here we go.
Again, a right hand, but he took a right from Tyson. And another big right by Mike Tyson. Did a very good first round for both men, and particularly for Tucker. There's a great left hand at the bell by Tyson.
Well, Tony Tucker is a 10-1 underdog. He wasn't 10-1 in that round.
You gotta go to the body first. But just like there in the end, you start to pick it up a little bit. You gotta come alive a little bit. You understand me? Yeah, how you feel? You feel right? Relax yourself. Right there in the end, that's where you gotta fight the guy. You gotta go to the body first, then up to the head. Don't look for the one shot to the head. Go to the body.
The balcony here at this place. We'll show you a picture of him later on.
go to the body. Don't look for the one punch to the head.
He's putting 3-4 punches together. And he's following up with left uppercuts, left hooks.
Led with the left uppercut that time.
Just has to keep those hands high. That's very important.
Well, you know, Ray, I hearken back to your fight with Marvin Hagler, where after
surviving the first round actually can turn the tables around in a fighter. It gives him the confidence. And again, like him and Tony Tucker, Barry's in fact, he's throwing one. He's using his height, his reach.
Good body shot by Tyson. That's exactly what Kevin Rooney was telling him to do in the corner.
Not let Tyson work that body. Tyson's trying to slow Tucker down by body shots.
Tyson's not telling him to jab to box. He's telling him to jab to get inside.
That was a good example of this in the face of Tony Tucker. He really wants to frustrate Mike Tyson.
There was a left hand by Tyson, but it did not appear to hurt Tucker.
You're making a miss real good. You got to come up punching right away.
This is the third round. A lot of people did not think it would go this far.
You can't allow Mike Tyson to punch inside. Now we need to see some jabs by Tucker and some lateral movement, which we see now. And try to catch Tyson coming in with his head.
Mills Lane, very take charge as a referee. No nonsense guy. Tucker with another left hook to the head of Mike Tyson.
Got his man up and got out of the corner.
There was a good right hand again by Tucker. In close, catching Tyson on the way in.
He's finished with the left hook, Barry.
What's allowing Tony Tucker to get that hook and that uppercut in?
Coming in with his head. The uppercut has been doing a...
There was a good left hand, and that staggered Tony Tucker.
But the fact of the matter is, frustration is what it caused. It creates frustration in the fight.
Tactics of Tony Tucker, but I'm not sure you don't disagree with those.
I don't
tactics.
disagree at all, because Tony's been tying his man up.
There was a good right hand by Tucker again.
But they're uppercuts, Barry. You notice they're uppercuts.
One punch at a time, he makes you miss it, then he pops it at one time, you understand? You gotta use your jab, you gotta box him a little bit, you understand? Get the bounce in your leg, 7-7 combinations, you gotta combinate. You gotta throw the combination, you're just looking for one shot.
We start the fourth round. And in Tyson's corner, they
not look for one punch. And that's where normally Tyson's able to dominate his opponent, because he throws a barrage of punches. Not one punch, because one punch normally is not going to do it. You see the intensity in Tony Tucker.
There was a big left hand by Tyson, and that was the one big punch. And another one.
You see, this is what Tyson wanted. He wanted Tucker to stand there and exchange punch for punch. In this case, normally Tyson comes out on top.
Get him up, Tucker, come on.
As well or not, Tucker can withstand this type of pressure.
Get him up, Mike, come on.
Tyson needs to use his. The jab of Tony Tucker is starting to work again. Take it downstairs sometime. He needs to throw a jab downstairs, bring it back up to the head.
There's a right hand again by Tyson, but Tucker appears unhurt again. Definitely has his legs back under him after being hurt earlier in this round. Another good shot. And Tyson with another left hand.
He's just trying to slow that movement down. That movement seems to be affecting Mike's punches, because he's not able to get his punches in there.
That he did throw right behind it.
But Tyson's starting to double his punch up a little bit more on the chin of Tony Tucker.
You know, something that could become a factor that you never thought would have is the fact that this, originally you'd have thought that's sort of like making war and peace.
That Tony Tucker has initiated respect. He stood his ground. He rocked Mike Tyson the first round with a beautiful uppercut. So there's mutual respect here. Good hand speed by Tony Tucker. I just don't like when he stands there and exchange punches.
Tyson got the better of that exchange. Tyson's fought has either run or stood right in front of him, and he said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move and I'll be firing. And through the first 3 rounds at any rate, I'm not so sure about the 4th, but the first 3 rounds, exactly what he did.
Very inviting for a counter right hand, a lead-off right. There's a left hook, but you know it's the left hand of Tony Tucker.
Virtually all night, and even when he threw the jab.
Directly in front of Tony Tucker, and that's why Tony's able to get those punches off. He should be giving a little more head movement, left, right, left, right. Be less of a target.
There was a right hand in close by Tyson.
That was a right hand, Barry, but you know the Tucker and get him out of there.
There was a right hand by Tyson. Left missed, right was right there.
On the side, do something different. You're coming straight and you let him run around. He's running around. You gotta change it up just a little bit, you understand? More jabs, more jabs, bad intention. Jody Point with bad intention.
You get the feeling from Tucker's corner, Ray, that they think this fight is winnable.
Did you see that?
You can understand now, Ray.
A lot of people.
Right hand by Tyson.
Tucker's corner want him not to tie his man up, which I think is a good move because it doesn't allow Tyson to punch. But instead, they wanted to push Tyson off and go at him, which I think could be a costly mistake. Mike Tyson's perpetual motions always comes here to break his rhythm, either with a jab or to tie him up and break that rhythm.
I haven't seen anybody be able to push him off.
By pushing a man off.
Right hand by Tyson, back Tucker up between Rudy and Tyson.
Tyson's just walking his man down, trying to catch up with him. But instead, here, Tucker is moving to his right. And what Mike has to do is foot move because I didn't expect that much from him. But the fact of the matter is, it's making matters very, very tough for Mike Tyson to get inside.
Tyson looks right now like he's in it for the long haul here. And there was a big right hand. Tucker says, no, I'm not hurt. I've always found that to mean I'm hurt.
That right hand landed because, again, the habit that Tucker makes is dropping his left hand at his side.
And he took another right hand, got cute, and paid the price.
I think he's watched my fight before.
Yeah, I think he has too. I think his timing is not as good as yours.
Very good. Wow. Got a little spring in the leg. Got a little bounce into them legs. And using that jab the same way. And that right hand, you see him with the right hand. You gotta do more of that. He's a difficult guy to fight. He's moving. Whenever you get close, he grabs. I haven't seen him punch out once yet.
Let's take a look at that right hand that Mike Tyson got in. Yeah, you see him use the left hand just as a way to get in and then firing the right behind it. Now this is good fighting now that he's settled down. The great fighters don't go out looking for a quick knockout. The great fighters go out and fight. And when the opportunity for the big punch comes in, they take it. That little bit of insolence he had at the start of the fight to establish himself doesn't seem to be there anymore. He has to go on the attack.
But again, you notice the movement of Tucker's really throwing Tyson off, not allowing him to get inside and be effective.
Tyson's jab in the last 3 rounds has been effective in allowing him to get inside on Tony Tucker. It's not a jab like Tucker's. Tucker predominantly a boxer, and Tyson, of course, a banger.
And we see Tucker trying to, but Tucker's really doing a fantastic job.
He hasn't been as tense and tentative he was in the fight with Douglas. He appeared to be as loose throughout most of this fight.
No, I would agree. He's very relaxed. I think what did it was that first round when he rocked Mike Tyson. He said, hey, I can punch too.
Well, in fact, in that first fight, he got a cramp in his left arm in the first round. A knot actually formed. It was with him the whole fight. And he feels it was just from tenseness.
Also, he wants to prove that he is indeed a great fighter.
You know, another thing that I feel we should at least point out here is there was a rumor in Las Vegas boxing circles, but there was a rumor about Tyson's, or rather Tucker's right hand, that he had injured his right hand, and that's why he backed off.
Not in a heavyweight. They don't throw those kind of punches.
Once again, Tucker trying to get cute and again getting the worst of it and still mugging with Tyson, which brings the crowd alive.
Well, when you do that, and I know from experience because I invented it, you got to be very careful because you're so vulnerable for a counter punch.
Here we go.
That 7th round with Tony Tucker being animated on his antics, the key to that is the fact from a psychological standpoint with the fighters intimidating this Hagler. I mean, I'm sorry, Hagler's on my mind now. But Tyson, it really affects a fighter. And I'm sure Tucker thinks it's going to work for him.
Well, it is a fact. Tony Tucker has watched the tape of the Sugar Ray Leonard Marvin Hagler fight on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, it was only half worked.
But if you analyze it though, Barry, actually he's doing what I did to Hagler.
Yeah, but you did that and made the punch count, and he did that and got hit.
Well, the key is doing what you have to do.
Over left hand.
Okay, I like that in Mike Tyson because he's throwing combinations again. But whenever he looks for one shot, he's talking for a long, long night.
I've seen him throw the right hand in anger since the middle of the...
Well, in a fight of this intensity, this magnitude, when you're fighting, you really don't feel it because your adrenaline is flowing and you don't feel the pain.
He did throw a right uppercut there, which missed. Mike Tyson seems to have gained control of the fight.
That right hand seemed to have hurt Tucker. His knee seemed to buckle just for a second.
Right hand up on the top of the head.
When guys are in tremendous shape, it's very tough to see what, to tell whether or not they're hurt or not.
He's hoping they can hit sneak punch with one good shot and hurt you. Now, you got to move your head a little bit more. You're not moving enough. Move your head, come in and get in there and punch out. You're not punching out at all. You put your arm right around. You got to punch out. You got to think about that. You got to get on me. It's time to get out. 2, 3 punches.
The question for an athlete like Mike Tyson isn't whether he's going to win, but how he wins. It's like a Sebastian Coe, not whether he's going to win the mile race, but what his time is. So what we're going to watch from now on is really, can he break down Tucker? Can he get him hurt? Can he stop him? Can he end in style?
You move your head a little bit more. You need to see more head movement.
That graphic a minute ago saying 15 rounds, as we mentioned. You can hear Kevin Rooney yelling in the background. Get on him, he said. Wanted Tyson to move his head. That's something, Ray, you pointed out about 5 rounds ago.
Yes, you have to move that head in order to get inside and not be the uppercuts. He's very susceptible to the uppercuts.
There's a right hand by Tucker that backed Tyson off.
Get him up, both of you, come on.
There was a big left hand, but again, Tucker shakes his head. I'm okay.
A lot of times, when that left hook of Tyson's landed, because that's the direction that Tony Tucker's moving, it takes away the power of it.
Get to the side! Jeremy, get to the side!
Right hand right above us by Tyson.
What you do, you stop, and then you throw your punches. Then get back on your bicycle.
Mills Lane saying, I don't want to have to penalize you. Let's do some punching. Tyson getting off quicker with his jab now.
It's a good, short, strong, fast left jab of Mike Tyson.
You pretty much agree with that judgment of Larry Merchant, right?
I think it's a little closer than that. But these last few rounds here are very, very important. Again, we talk about judges' criteria, how he's scoring the fight, whether or not he's scoring the most effective punches or the percentage of punches that are landed.
Well, if in fact ring generalship is a key factor in judging a fight, I really do believe that since about the 5th round, Mike Tyson has been in charge of the fight.
He has been the aggressor. Mike has not been able to land the kind of punches we've seen in the past. And the reason for that is because of the way that Tony Tucker is approaching and has approached his fight.
All right.
Rather than his hand.
Tony Tucker's right hand now is dropping, and that is asking for Mike Tyson's left hook. He needs to throw a little short jab, then step. Like that. Throw a jab, then step in. Get close. Now come.
There it was.
That's what you have to do. That's what he has to do, brother. This jab's gonna get him closer to the taller man, Tucker, and then he can throw his punches. Once again, bro, you see what's happening here. Then he gets in. Now he's starting to cut the ring off. Now he's not following Tucker. Now he's inside again. The jab once again is effective.
It's as effectively as
more and work his way in.
And remember, it's a different kind of jab. Not a jab that you use just to keep a man off of you.
Mike can't keep running with his chin like that. Not with the hand speed of Tony Tucker. I'm almost expecting someone to go down because a lot of times both guys are reaching in with their chins first.
Tyson was a little short with both that right and the left.
Well, he tried.
He looked a little bit like a tired fighter, just looking at him in his corner between those rounds.
Oh, because he's never fought this. This is when your body aches, your legs cramp, but you got to push it. You got to push it to the limit.
And in Tyson's corner, they told him he got 2 rounds left. Fight for the full 3 minutes.
Your arms ache. They start to drop your side. That jab was going to get him closer. Mike's face. And the reason there's frustration is because of what Tucker's doing. He's tying his man up. Those little antics there sometimes work. I mean, he's fighting his fight. He's doing his thing. He doesn't care what people say on the books.
There's been a lot of Tyson opponents that haven't done that.
I mean, just check out.
Come on, no, let's do it! Hey, go! Stay with him! Stay with him!
You know what happened? The crowd somewhat is booing. Some of them are booing. And while they're booing, it's because they expected the inevitable. And it didn't happen for them. Tucker's fighting a great fight.
Tyson is 1 round away from becoming the unified heavyweight champion at the age of 21.
But interestingly
This
enough,
obviously won't be a dramatic victory unless he does something dramatic here, but it
was interesting. Did you hear Kevin Rooney in the corner saying, with these judges, you never know. You got to go out there and win this round big. So Rooney just being a realist.
I have to say something, Barry. You know, when Tony Tucker won the title against Buster Douglas, I felt that he needed more experience to deal with Mike Tyson, that he wasn't strong enough, nor had the experience to deal with Mike Tyson. I said, it'd probably be a blowout. But he said, so what with these so-called experts? I'm going to show you. And this is what he did tonight. You have to take your head off to the guy. Against a guy as mobile, hand speed, height, and reach advantage.
He had the big hat, and while maybe he didn't have all the cattle, at least he had a couple of cows. Crowd getting a little tired of that. Tucker seems to be fighting the kind of fight that he thinks he's winning. There was a big left hand. Tucker says, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. Tyson finishing with a flourish. And so is Tucker. Great finish to a pretty entertaining evening. It's over.
Well, Tony Tucker talked the talk and walked the walk. He fought him. And he was a better fighter than most of us knew that he was. There's an old saying in boxing, you never know how good an unbeaten fighter is. And an unbeaten fighter is hard to beat because he doesn't know that he can be beat. And that's how Tucker fought tonight.
Conversation going on between the two. This seems of a friendly nature.
Praise the Lord, Mike. Praise the Lord, baby. For the winner by unanimous decision and undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
So Mike Tyson, not surprisingly, the unanimous decision winner over Tony Tucker.
That we showed you here on HBO, that between Larry Holmes and Michael Spinks. Round one, Mike Tyson right on top of Mitch Green.
Just as expected, Mike Tyson comes out like a locomotive, going straight for Mitch Green. Green, what he's going to have to do to be successful is to box. Pretty much do the same thing a boxer should do to a puncher. Keep that jab in his face and not be intimidated by his punching power.
Both of them said that he didn't double up. He just was a little bit lazy, especially in the later rounds. So we'll see what he does about that against Mitch Green.
Well, Mike Tyson told me the fact he was somewhat a little reluctant to go full steam because he was going 10 rounds. I had the same experience when I fought my first 10 rounds. But being conditioned like Tyson, there is no major problem.
He has them. He told us he definitely has a fear when he climbs into the ring.
What is your adrenaline? It's that anticipation of facing your opposition, knowing that he's capable, and the fact the crowd here who are definitely for Mike Tyson.
And he, of course, will be quick to credit Vince Customado with his career, period.
And about the head of Mike Tyson, staying close to his staying close to his opponent. It's similar to Joe Frazier. Always aggressive, right in front of his man. Now we see some head movement by Mike Tyson.
That was about a three-punch combination by Mitch Green, Ray. But once again, it looks like Green is off balance when he throws his punches.
Well, the mistake that Mitch Green makes is the fact that he doesn't coordinate his fist. He's slapping his punches. And you have to make a guy like Mike Tyson respect you. Have to get those punches in and get him in sharp. That's the uppercut that was working for quick Tillis.
Remember, this is only the first round. And shots to the body.
He can't allow Tyson to get inside and work his body. Because in doing so, those body shots slows down your maneuverability.
you'll see after the bell, right there, that last punch, and you'll see that that's what Tyson tries to do.
He's not been successful, mainly because he's not tying his man up right. Got to grab those arms.
Customado's former pupils, I'm sure Larry Merchant will talk a little more about that, but his gloves are actually down around his chin rather than up on his cheeks.
What I'm looking forward to seeing, whether or not this clinching by Mitch Green is going to frustrate Tyson, because it has a tendency to really frustrate a fighter.
Good left hand by Tyson. Green got a couple of punches in, but as far as how solid those punches are, there's no comparison. Now Green holding and hitting.
In fact, he should get a warning here from Mitch Green from holding behind the head. Bad habit of leaning back. Watch the left hook of Mike Tyson land. Every time Mitch Green moves backwards, they would throw quicker shots. There's the left hook I was talking about. Those short shots, Barry, are very effective.
Take a breath.
Well, he stays right in his opponent's chest, because what happens by him being so close, it compensates for. You notice that there is no mouthpiece in Mitch Green's mouth. He was knocked out by a left hook.
To Green's credit, he hasn't taken a backward step. Whether that's wise or not remains to be seen.
You notice time and time again that left hook and those little short shots. Very effective shots.
And he did draw a warning from Luis Rivera, the referee, about holding. Green's in trouble.
Those shots to the body is doing is taking his toll. Really working. A lot of body, a lot of leverage. The body shots. Watch for the left hook. There it is again, Barry. Very effective. The uppercut's working beautiful for Mike Tyson also.
When Blood Green was a gang leader, they say he had over 100 men in his gang. Right now he needs some of them.
And again, Mike Tyson bolting out of his corner right on top.
Mitch Green is doing the wrong thing. He's fighting Mike Tyson's fight, trying to fight him inside, trying to exchange punch for punch.
Exactly what Green's corner. Green has been bleeding from inside the mouth, and I can't help but wonder if maybe he might not have suffered some jaw problems when he lost his mouthpiece in that last round.
When his mouthpiece was knocked out of his mouth, he kept his mouth open.
You know, the last fight that Tyson had against Tillis, and what a shot!
Mouthpiece is gone once again.
Started to say, but is he doing that tonight?
Well, the problem he's making, he cannot...
blood inside the mouth, even between rounds, as we mentioned. He can't help it. He's breathing.
Less than 6 inches. Even the uppercut of Mike Tyson has been effective.
That was a right hand to the top of the head. Green breathing through his mouth.
Hands high. He works his way in.
That was a right hook. It really is impressive.
And whatever punch that he's able to land against Mitch, it has a tendency to shake Mitch up. Those big broad shoulders, big arms. You see the exposed area to the body.
You have to think, Ray, that maybe the Tillis fight woke him up.
No need for him to slow down. The momentum.
Now here we see why the mouthpiece come out with that left jab, and in fact why it's so difficult for Green to move, because Tyson looks quick in there.
Oh yeah,
Mike Tyson anxious to get to work.
I want to mention one other thing too, and that is that it wasn't only
in this ring, he's at home. I mean, he fights with so much authority.
Second time he has worn Green.
Good left hook, solid left hook. Green cannot continue to take these type of shots. It's going to slow him down. It's going to take his toll. Working the body once again, Mike Tyson with that free hand.
On the Tubbs Witherspoon card, Ray. Lost his mouthpiece 9 times.
Don't score.
Is that it? Left hand, top of the head.
Those, they have to breathe through the mouth so they get rid of their mouthpiece. Not a small thing to protect you from a broken jaw. And the left hook of Mike Tyson is very, very effective.
That was another big shot right there by Tyson.
You notice that Tyson...
Yeah, in fact, that's what he says. When I asked him yesterday what his best weapon was, and he said, my elusiveness. He has said nothing about his punching power. He said, I'm elusive. That's what I do best.
Expect or think. Now, see, this is This is how I got knocked down by Kevin Howell, by moving around too much. Got to draw it back quick. That free hand to the body.
And that's something that he did not do against Quick Tillis.
Yo, 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 yo. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Barrett. Come on, come on.
Incidentally, although it's not that important,
Just a second ago, Mitch Green got a little upset with the referee. I guess the referee was trying to warn him for holding, and Mitch Green indicated that he was boxing.
Another
to Tyson, because Tyson's going straight ahead. He's coming straight ahead. 10 rounds.
In fact, we talked to him about that.
He's talking, Tyson's talking to Mitch now.
In the Tillis fight, he fought hard for about 5 rounds, and then he seemed to coast a little bit.
Look at what he's doing now, Barry. Slip punches.
Big right hand.
Big, and that wobble, Mitch Green, for a second. Our fighter up is to at least clear your head, or either to throw off his timing.
Well, just how hard Mike Tyson hits can be learned in talking to some of the people he fought.
Look at here.
Just laughing at him. And Green seems to me, Ray, to be doing all the wrong things.
That's very good body movement by Mike Tyson. I'm impressed with that. Getting any type of respect from Mike Tyson, mainly because he's not making a fist when he throws his punches. Good left hook.
With the first one.
You notice the way that Tyson is walking in, moving that head. He's doing the right thing, staying close to his man. No breathing room, no punching room. Good, beautiful uppercut.
Listen what they say. Fought a guy named Eddie Richardson. They asked him, have you ever been hit so hard? He said, yeah, about a year ago I was hit by a truck.
Very good.
watch a woman slapping some clothes on a rock.
Just enough, it's going through the rock. Green's corner too. They were telling him that Tyson's getting tired. I don't see that.
I doubt that very seriously. To the midsection, he's landed with a lot of good left hooks, solid left hooks. One thing you have to give to Mitch Green, he has a durable chin. He's taking some tremendous shots, body and head shots from Mike Tyson.
Another big left hook. He did pace himself, and what a right hand.
There is such frustration in the face of Mitch Green. He's conditioned, Barry. You notice that when he goes to the body, I like the fact that Tyson used what he has. I mean, he has power, he has speed, has a good chin, and a huge neck. I mean, he is so tenacious. He's not letting up, keeping those hands high.
Having gone to 10 rounds against Tillis, Ray.
That he's capable of going 10 rounds at full speed. Look at here, you can tell that he is not concerned about going the distance, throwing those shots. Breathing, look at him, he's not breathing at all.
Yo! Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Sort of coasted. And he finished with about a third of a tank of gas.
He's moving forward, staying aggressive, getting inside. Now we see a couple of left jabs thrown by Mike Tyson. There again, Mitch Green is throwing his punches, not doing any damage.
A good test, you feel, for Tyson?
Guys that, especially like a Mitch Green or Quick Tillis, around 6 feet.
Chopping right hand did get in, but
I mean, Tyson, they're good uppercut.
What an uppercut. Just straighten Mitch Green right up.
If you look at Tyson, I mean, as far as perspiration, it seems as though he's working effortlessly. I mean, he's taking his time and just having fun. It's like chopping a tree down. He's going to the body and weaken the foundation, and then he comes to the head.
Come on, let go.
All that Mitch Green has been doing was basically retreating. He has to take a stand eventually. Another couple body shots.
Yeah, using that much more than he did in his last go with Tillis.
I mean, Tyson is actually concentrating. He's looking for his opening. Look at the uppercuts. And he's setting Mitch Green up with uppercuts. He throws his left jab, Green goes down, and up comes the right uppercut. A lot of holding. And less fighting.
Taking a lot of punches and a lot of hard punches.
Tyson's not that impressed with Mitch Green.
The crowd wants magic. And I think that Tyson would like to give them some magic. But his rabbits out of his hat. He's fighting with a lot of neighborhood pride, and he wants to hang in there as long as he can.
Does in the bag, but the bag doesn't hit back. Tyson hits it back.
This is the 8th round.
That was a good attempt with that right hand for Tyson. And now we see Mitch Green. He landed with a good uppercut there.
Green just trying to tie Tyson up, and a couple of good shots by Mitch Green. His best rally of the fight right here.
Look here. No.
He's caught Tyson 4 or 5 times, and Tyson for the first time seems a little bit puzzled.
Well, he's smiling. Tyson is smiling, but see, Green has those fast hands. Good body shot by Mitch Green. Now we're seeing a different Mitch Green. But he has to be very careful of exchanging punch for punch inside with Tyson.
There was a right hand, a huge right hand by Mike Tyson.
Not tying his man up properly. He's holding behind the head, which he allows those shots like that to land. Here again.
Oh, what a left hand.
See the body shots.
This is an awfully good fight for Mike Tyson. It indicates that his management wants to get him tested. They want to get him into a position not where he's merely going to be maneuvered into a title fight to fight a title fight, but that somewhere down the road he will have had the training to win a title fight.
Tyson draws a warning for headbutts.
Mitch Green has to keep those hands up. A looping right hand or left hook. Pee Wee Herman.
Stop him from doing the waltz.
And he's just taking advantage of every opportunity. Tyson's arms are short, so he has a tendency to loop his punches. Behind his punches, he's able to get away with.
Continuing to bang away at the body with a free hand. That uppercut was short.
Mitch Green is not making this fight easy for Tyson either because he's steady tying him up. He's holding him. Tyson's performance, the fact that he's remained composed, complaining and what have you. Well, again, it's difficult to punch a man who's tying you up and holding. See here, for Mitch Green, it's pretty much survival. I've seen a different Mitch Green.
That seems to be something that runs through all of Mike Tyson's opponents, that they all are in there to survive.
Does he want to go out closing the show in a sensational style?
Well, the way he's geared up now, he wants to go out in style. You're going to see a very aggressive Mike Tyson this round. Here, doesn't want to fight, it appears to me. Performance from Mitch Green. And he has some grievances with Don King about not getting the type of money that he wants, but the fact is, he has to prove himself here.
And the mouthpiece goes again.
He has to prove he deserves the money. What's going to happen as Tyson gets further and further into his career, he's going to figure out a better way to approach fights like this. Those shots, I love those body shots, especially if you have the power or tactical reason. You learn how to cut the ring off, moving that head very well, Tyson.
Took a couple of shots, but still.
Only problem I see with, excuse me, Barry, the only problem I see with Tyson is the fact he comes in sometimes with those hands down a little too low. Because if he meet a good puncher with speed.
Now, likely will go the distance with Mitch Blood Green. The crowd not real thrilled with the goings-on here.
Boxer, puncher, and it's been pretty much of a dance for Mitch Green. I'm sure Mitch Green is going to be disappointed in this performance.
And we come to just about the end of it here. Another day in the classroom. Big left hand to end things.
For the winner, for his 21st straight win and as many fights, Mike Tyson.
Scoring in case of a draw. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. No standing 8 count. The mandatory 8 count is in effect. Tyson in the black trunks and James Quick Tillis in the white. Customarily, Mike Tyson does not feel his opponents out in round 1. He tries to take them out.
He tried to take Quick Tillis out with that first punch he threw, and Tillis showed why he may be a little bit different. He moved right out of the way of it, and Mike missed by quite a bit. The key to the fight will be Tyson cutting off the ring and pinning Tillis in corners and on the ropes like he did right there. Quick Tillis is 7 pounds lighter than when he fought Terrell Biggs. That would indicate, the look of him would indicate he's in much better condition. I think the postponement allowed him to get in better condition, will allow him to move more. Can hurt you with either hand early in a fight, but has always faded and tired badly.
Tillis delivering the left jab and following with the right. He is not running away from Tyson, and Tyson goes to work on the body. Some say that what sets Tyson apart is the intensity and the effect of his attack to the body.
It is amazing to see such a young fighter understand so well the importance of body punching. Generally, it takes a veteran to understand that by punching to the body, you can take all that movement away from James Tillis, and that's what Mike Tyson plans to do.
You saw Tyson with the left hook splitting Tillis's guard and getting the punch through. The only one of the 3 judges in Las Vegas a few weeks ago who scored the Larry Holmes.
Which is a punch that should be effective against someone who comes in burrowing in like Tyson does. For some reason, Tillis landed. He was so shocked he grabbed. Quick Tillis cannot, in my opinion, win a decision in this fight, Jim. He has to try to take Tyson out while he's fresh.
Ties a fighter up. He customarily does it by tying them up behind the head. That will not deter Tyson from flailing away at the body, as he did right there.
And Joe Cortez, the referee, quite properly did not break the fighters because Tyson's hands were not tied up. Again, the right uppercut just missed that time by Tillis.
Late in round 1, a round in which Tillis has not acquitted himself too badly, as he has managed to stay away from Tyson's thunderbolts, although he just took a right hand. We'll be back. Bring you back for round 2, and you hear the bell. As you saw before we went away, Tyson did land 1 punch after the bell had sounded to end round 1.
Most people in boxing, if they're looking for a way to beat Mike Tyson, believe it will be done by a fighter who is able to move and punch effectively on the move, as Henry Tillman did in winning 2 fights from Tyson in the Olympic trials as amateur. The difference, obviously, is here Mike Tyson has 10 rounds to wear down his opponent. He had to go all out in the 3 rounds amateur limit.
Lost to Tillman in the Olympic trial.
And he was hurt by the punch, even though it was, as you say, extended.
Tyson can be hit. He was openly disappointed with the number of times that Steve Zowski landed on him in his last fight.
Any custom auto-trained fighter prides himself on his defense.
And Mike really was disappointed that Zowski hit him with some right hands, really silly right hands that he should not have been hit with. It was just a loss of concentration.
The right hand by Tillis was blocked there.
A jab by Mike Tyson, a rare punch for him in his first 19 fights, and says we'll see a lot more of it in this fight. He just tried it there until Tillis knocked down 2 of them. Good head movement by Tyson coming in.
That he must have for a fighter of Tillis' experience.
Won't knock Tillis out with it, but he will wear him down and bring his hands down so he can land punches to the head.
He got him with the left. But Tyson has begun to break through the guard around the face. And there's a right hand as Tyson continues to land and round 2 ends. For the beginning of round 3, more than 8,000 people here in the Glens Falls Civic Center, almost all of them rooting for the fighter that Upper New York State thinks of as its own Mike Tyson.
Right now, all of the aggression is out of Mike Tyson. He is keeping his distance. He's trying to learn how to box with James Quick Tillis. It is not, or has not been to date, his fight. So if Quick Tillis has done nothing else, at the present time, he's taken Mike Tyson out of his game plan.
And co-manager Bo Williford said that he had been working with him for the last 6 weeks, tying up Tyson's arms. At that time, Tyson got the left hand through again after ducking a Tillis punch.
Just one punch for Mike, and that's not typical. He has to put punches together when he gets inside and let his hands go.
He is being considerably more careful than in his previous 19 appearances.
Remember against Jesse Ferguson, look at the hand speed by Tyson.
We'd like to alert our local stations along the line.
Fought to survive for the most part. The punch that turned the fight around was a combination way. This is an important learning experience for Mike Tyson. He's going to have to be able to handle a Quick Tillis to get to the top of the even. He is right now. Tillis is making a mistake of trying to trade with Mike Tyson. He should be moving off the ropes. Instead, he got into a little bit of macho there, and Quick Tillis is not going to be around long fighting that way. Again, he scores with a right uppercut.
But Tyson is beginning to wear down Tillis' defenses, particularly when he catches him against the ropes and then releases the hands. Round 3 coming to a close, and Mike Tyson warms to the task once again as the round comes to a close. Back with more after this word from our local station. Beginning of round 4, Jim Lampley with Alex Wallow in Glens Falls, New York. I had the first round even and have given rounds 2 and 3 to Mike Tyson. Right hand lands on the point of the chin, but he didn't get all of it.
And he should put punches together, punch in combination, and he might give Mike Tyson more trouble than he wants. He also can't lunge in with that left hook like that because he's going to get caught.
And having felt what Tillis has to offer in the way of the uppercut and that one left hook which scored, Tyson now appears to be a little less shy about stepping up inside.
Mike Tyson is taking them. I mean, he doesn't want to get hit with them. But one of the questions about him, as it is with all developing fighters, is can he take a punch? Quick Tillis has had people like Carl Williams on the deck twice, Greg Page on the deck, Marvis Fraser hurt. He can punch when he's fresh like this. Switches left-handed. Tillis is a converted southpaw.
Tyson. How low he gets to duck under those punches.
He doesn't really know the things that work for him normally are not working for him, and he's going to have to go to things that are a little bit more sophisticated. He's going to have to cut the ring off better, and he's going to have to find the range better. He just can't walk inside and let Tillis tie him up like that. Has to let his hands be busier.
He went 15 rounds with the very dangerous puncher Mike Weaver, largely by staying away.
He was distracted before he got punched. Again, he lunges in and gets caught.
And take one more look at the knockdown.
I'm clearly wrong. That was just a clean punch. He was off balance. We said that Tillis could not lunge in with the left hook. He lunges in with the left hook. Tyson very cleverly slips it, comes back in a punching position and lands a left hook. That was not the full power of Mike Tyson.
Was the fight against Jesse Ferguson. A TKO at 1 minute 19 seconds of the 6th round. Now round 5 begins here in Glens Falls. Tillis still willing to trade leather with Tyson.
I don't think that was a punch, the knockdown punch, which did not look to me to be the beginning of the end.
He might have learned not to lunge so badly with the left hand, though.
Mike Tyson is not doing his job in those clinches. His hands are free, but he isn't using them. Right there, there's no reason for Mike not to rip punches to the body. We talked about his ability as a body puncher. He has it, he just isn't using it.
But so far, he does not look hurt, as Alex pointed out. Looks rather fresh. Has had a tendency in the past to tire. And again, not busy in the clinch. That's frankly astonishing because the opportunity is there for him to do a lot of damage.
There, he gave a half-hearted effort at that combination we talked about, the right to the body and the right uppercut. And that's what he has to do with Tillis. He has to keep punching. He's just letting isolated punches go. A single left hook, nothing behind it. He has to punch in combination to be effective.
Big super heavyweight gold medalist Terrell Biggs. Tillis extended Biggs to the full 8 rounds where Biggs got the decision, and that was on January 25.
2 good short chopping right hands by Tillis. Tyson waiting for Tillis to open up, and those 2 body punches did get Tillis' attention, and he grabs. Just the grimace on his face alone, I think, indicates that Quick Tillis was hurt by those 2 body punches.
And the right hand got through the guard onto the cheek of Tillis. So after a slow first minute and a half in this round, Mike Tyson has reapplied the pressure. And if he's shown you one thing today, it is that he knows how to close out a round and leave an impression in the minds of the judges. We are back for round 6. And it's a piece of trivia at best, but now Tillis has an opportunity to go farther with Tyson than any of his previous opponents if he can last past 119 of this round.
Well, I think if Mike continues to fight this way, Tillis has the chance to break the knockout string. He's got to be busier. Tillis does have a tendency to tire very badly in late rounds. He was exhausted at the end of his 8-round fight with Terrell Biggs, and this is a 10-round fight. But Mike Tyson has to throw punches that mean something and throw them in combination. Those are just arm punches. There's nothing on those punches. He's just trailing Tillis around the ring. Not cutting it off effectively.
Come on, work out there. Come on, work out your hands.
Allowing himself to get tied up, accepting clinches.
Now the crowd begins to implore Tyson to give them something a little bit more exciting than what he has demonstrated here. And now it becomes clear that Tillis will last longer than anyone else has, as we have just passed the point at which Jesse Ferguson was bid to stop by Luis Rivera in Troy, New York, a couple of months ago. That punch missed, despite the crowd reaction.
Since we are talking about the possibility of the fight going the distance, I've given Tyson 3 rounds, Tillis 1 round, and 1 round even. I did not score the 4th round, which is the round in which a knockdown, a 10-8 round for Tyson. I only gave it a 10-9 round for Tyson because of the
point system is, of course, supplemental only. The round system stands up unless there is a draw. Personally, Alex, I have it 4-0-1 for Tyson. I've not given Tillis a round.
There are 2 ways of looking at what Mike is doing. One way is to say that he's pacing himself, he's waiting for the opening. The other way is to say that he's getting frustrated and getting taken out of his fight.
One of the very few times, perhaps the only time in the bout when we've seen it. But again, he comes on at the end of the round. We're back, and for the first time in a professional career which began 13 months ago, Mike Tyson enters round 7. Another heavyweight. Tyson with the lead in the fight to this point over James Quick Tillis, but fighting a curiously docile fight so far. Not nearly as busy or as aggressive as we've seen him in his 19 previous outings, which resulted in 19 knockouts.
He almost looks right here like he's waiting for Tillis to make the fight, to come to him.
In case you've just joined us, it is Tillis, the fighting cowboy from Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the white trunks, Tyson in the black. Tyson co-managed by Jim Jacobs and Bill Caton. Tillis co-managed by Bo Williford and Gary Bentley.
One curious thing that we learned before the fight about Tillis' condition, we said he's always tired late. Bo Williford and Gary Bentley found out after the Biggs fight, through the doctor's examination, that James Tillis and wheat, which could make things difficult for a fighter who, on the day of a fight, eats wheat cakes, drinks milk, and orange juice. But it has helped his stamina, and I think he also trained harder for this fight. He realizes this fight means everything to him.
He has lost 4 of his last 5. And Bo Williford told me last night that if Tillis were to be knocked out today... Incidentally, if you're not a boxing fan and Tillis looks familiar to him, you may have seen him in the movie The Color Purple, where he had a brief part, Angeles, where they called him Dark Gable. There's a right hand by Tyson. And the uppercut.
Tillis is not noticeably hurt by that punch.
Nice cut.
Extended with the punch, did not have the proper range for full power.
Now he's at the right range. Again, not punching at the body when Tillis grabs him behind the head. Tillis landed a left, didn't seem to faze Tyson at all. We will stay here between rounds.
And continue to cut the ring off on him to be able to score effectively. I want to give James Quick Tillis credit. He's been in with a tough young bull, and he's fought harder and stronger, really, than I've ever seen him fight in his career, including the time he fought for the title. He is showing something that a lot of people have questioned over his career, and that is his heart. He's cut, he's taken some brutal punches, and he is fighting back, moving, and still trying to win this fight.
One of the greatest trainers in the history of the sport openly questioned Tillis' heart while he was working with him.
Angelo Dundee worked with Quick Tillis. Tillis told us in the pre-fight interview that he found that spirit. Didn't know why he'd never had it, but said he found it for this fight. He was going to be a different fighter, and he has been.
You cannot question his courage or his commitment today. He has been there from the opening bell. He has not run away as he did 15 rounds against Weaver in 1981. We are into round 8. The knockout string has been a prominent part of the marketing and publicity which has surrounded Tyson's rise. It won't be quite the same if he's 20-0 with 19 knockouts.
There's no question that up till now, if the fight continues this way and goes to a decision, Tyson, in my opinion, will win the decision, but the Mike Tyson mystique will suffer. He has not scored a knockout. He has not really hurt Quick Tillis, even though he has knocked him down and cut him. And he's let Tillis stay in the fight when other fighters, such as a Tyrell Biggs, really had Tillis out of the fight and in more trouble.
Could that, in fact, Alex, be good for Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I think ultimately you're exactly right, Jim. A fighter who punches with as much power, it was inevitable that he was going to have to learn how to fight a guy who could move and box. It's good that he's fighting one like Quick Tillis to get that learning experience.
And maybe if he has to go to decision to win the fight, then there won't be as many people asking every day, when are you going to fight for the championship of the world?
Those same people who are questioning his chin and his ability to go rounds will turn around now, since he's demonstrated that he has not gotten exhausted and he's taking good punches, will now turn around and say, well, he can't punch. Mike Tyson just went left-handed, and that was decidedly left-handed. It's the first time he's been that committed to a left-hand stance since his 4th professional fight. It means he's a little bit confused, a little bit frustrated, and he's willing to try anything new right now.
We are back in Glens Falls, New York. James Quick Tillis enters round 9 with 19-year-old knockout phenomenon Mike Tyson. And in Tyson's round, or in Tyson's corner between rounds, trainer Kevin Rooney was imploring him to keep punching, not to stop punching, particularly in the clinches.
Come on, work on it, guys. Come on. Which is exactly what Mike just did. He was in tight, his hands were free, and he did not punch. This Mike Tyson looks very much like the Mike Tyson who lost two close decisions to Henry Tillman in the heavyweight trials for the Olympic Games in 1984. He is confused by the movement. The movement does not allow him to hit a stationary target, and therefore he can't set himself as well. We have not seen the evidence of the jab that Mike Tyson said we would see.
And Henry Tillman recently scored a first-round knockout over Bash Ali in a cruiserweight fight.
Well, I haven't seen all of Henry Tillman's fights. And second of all, he hasn't fought in the same division as Mike. He's been fighting as a cruiserweight. There's not as much talent down there. It's difficult to say. I was very impressed with Tillman against Bash Ali. He will be inevitably a future opponent.
After this fight, our coverage of the Kentucky Derby, beginning of ABC Sports Run Through the Triple Crown this spring. Right now we are in round 9. Mike Tyson well ahead in the scoring, or so we would judge it, against James Tillis, but looking for a knockout to keep his 19 knockout string alive.
I'm not sure he is looking for a knockout, Jim. He certainly isn't fighting like someone who is. It's possible that, number one, he doesn't know how to knock Tillis out. Tillis has presented a problem to him in terms of power punching that he can't solve. But secondly, it's also possible that Mike Tyson is interested in how he is going to react to fighting rounds. He's heard all the doubters say he can't go 10 rounds or 15 rounds, and maybe he's in the back of his mind trying to find out exactly how he is going to respond in that kind of a fight that he is in no danger, in my opinion, of losing.
Maybe in the front of his mind. 22 seconds remaining in round 9. More and more it looks as though Tillis is going to be able to go the distance. And Tyson again is not busy during the clinches when his hands are free and he has a chance to punch. We have gotten to the end of round 9. We'll be back for the closer after this. We are back in Glens Falls, New York, round 10. The crowd tries to liven itself up, try to provide some encouragement to Mike Tyson. Most of them have come here today hoping to see a knockout and, frankly, expecting to see a knockout. Tyson tries to deliver with the right hand and steps in and throws the left.
This is the most power and zip he's had in his punches at this late stage in a fight that I can ever remember. Tyson knows it, and I just don't think he's going to take any unnecessary chances. You can be sure he wants to keep the knockout string alive. But he also is just not going to take any unnecessary chances. He wants to win a decision, win a fight. He'll be 20-0, still undefeated, and in his mind, I think, still well on his way to a heavyweight championship.
Could Tillis have revived his career somewhat, even with a loss, if he stands up?
Well, this certainly is a respectable showing, and there certainly will be notoriety to the man who broke Mike Tyson's knockout string, especially if Mike resumes the knockout string. Always difficult to know why a crowd is booing. You can't psychoanalyze 8,000 people. I think it's possible that they're disappointed in Mike's performance. They came here wanting to see him do what he's done in his previous 19 fights, and he doesn't appear at this point to be going all out to satisfy them.
Cut is no longer a problem. It has been effectively stopped. Tillis comes straight in. Good left hand. Tillis is still there. Tillis continues to give a good account of himself.
And backs Mike Tyson up onto the ropes, which is a first.
A little of Tyson's own medicine. It will be interesting to see how Mike reacts to this. Closing with a flurry. The bell is going to sound. Big smile on the face of Bo Williford as he steps into the ring. I think he's quite proud, win or lose, of James Tillis.
Here is the official scoring. Judge Bernie
Friedkin scores it 6 rounds to 4. Judge Allen scores it 6 rounds to 4. Judge Tony Moritz scores it 8 rounds to 2. The winner by this decision is still undefeated, Mike Tyson.
So for 19-year-old Mike Tyson, moved the record now to 19, or make it 20 wins, no losses, 19 of them by knockout.
This fight has already gone longer than some people expected.
Harold, how do you see it so far? First round. Tyson right on Smith's chest. Strong left jab by Tyson.
There's the first right hand by Smith. Nowhere near its mark.
It's also a straight right hand, and Smith will often come from right to left. Tyson unloading on Smith. Counter-punching right hand.
And is trying to make Tyson punch around his arms. So look for Tyson to try to come straight up the middle with an uppercut.
3-punch combination, 2 of them landed heavily.
Tyson prides himself on also being a good defensive fighter.
Smith is being very patient, actually.
Before, during, or after a fight.
Very true. You know, another thing, too, in Smith's corner, you heard Smith say, let me have the towel, and a cut over the right eye of Bonecrusher Smith.
That's the same eye that Larry Holmes opened up. But I can't see as yet where it is.
Going into the eye, but rather alongside it, very similar to that of Tyrell Biggs. From Bonecrusher Smith for holding Mike Tyson. I'm going to say one of the differences between this cut
This is becoming a hitting and holding contest, not very appealing or dramatic.
And you hear the crowd start to boo. It's the first time I've ever heard a crowd boo at a Mike Tyson fight.
What has got into Mike Tyson? Tyson has made Smith look very, very awkward. Just a big lunging fellow now against the speed of Tyson.
Stat numbers that you saw a moment ago, only 23%.
It may be that Tyson is frustrated because he's been unable to land real combinations the way he does in the gyms and on most opponents. Smith is just fighting a defensive fight, and Tyson can't do anything. There you saw him coming around the arm once again, unable to get any leverage into his punches.
Tyson hit him a very good right hook a moment ago, and that really opened the cut up a little bit more.
His opponent often just becomes defensive, and Smith has done a lot of that. Right now, it doesn't look like much of a chance. He's having a hard time getting all the way up to his head.
On the forehead, but enough so that the blood does flow. Little blood now from the cut. And now Bonecrusher Smith going backwards. There was a big right hand by Tyson.
Rather than combinations.
Bonecrusher may be trying to take a little bit of a blow here in this round.
Like fighting a guy like Tyson with the pressure that he puts on you by keep coming at you. And hand to deal with that, speed it up.
Now we'll see if he can.
And that Mike Tyson is very quick. He sees these punches coming. They're not quick punches, and he's able to duck them very easily.
Smith saying to Tyson, come on, come on, come on.
No idea what it's supposed to do. His heavyweight rank.
There is another big right hand by Tyson. That's the first one that really backed Smith up.
Throwing a few hard punches in the hopes of connecting and making something happen.
And a man in the black trunks is the reason for it.
Every great fighter has had fights in which I'm not saying Mike Tyson is a great fighter yet. He's a great young fighter. But he's just against an opponent here who's in there to survive and hold as he is now.
And I must say, Bonecrusher Smith is the one fighter I did not think would fight that way. Pretty good exchange there. Bonecrusher just kind of taunting Mike Tyson, and I'm not sure why.
Tyson doesn't want to get on his chest and be held, so he's staying outside now, but with his short arms, he can't punch from outside.
I don't know, it might just be frustration on the part of Bonecrusher Smith. He hasn't been able to hit him the conventional way. Big left hand.
$750 ringside for this.
Pretty hard to believe.
Earlier, Barry, with the apparent exception of Michael Spinks, who's given up his title so he doesn't have to fight him. The only interesting thing here is to watch Tyson and how he tries to deal with this. But Tyson doesn't seem to be going about it professionally to try to break him down in some way. Punching to, as if to say, are you kidding me? You think that's a punch? Smith landed 2 decent left hands.
He took one right there.
It's Smith to try to throw some uppercuts as Tyson comes in on him.
Get off that neck. Come on, go on. So quickly that you just can't get set to punch.
This fight. Can't get to his head, and I think that he's got to go to the body and come up with some uppercuts in order to hurt. I have a question, Barry. You think Tyson looks impressive enough to fight Tyrell Biggs in his next fight?
Relatively, it makes Tyrell Biggs' performance look a little better, though. There was a straight left hand. Throw too many combinations in this fight. That uppercut by Smith was just a little short.
Concentration in a way. He's winning so easily. Nailed.
To knock out Frank Bruno. Admittedly, Bruno is not Mike Tyson. There was a right hand. Big right hand.
Tyson has been headhunting throughout this fight, and I don't recall him getting any instruction to that show.
No, I don't think so.
We wonder what they're going to take out of this for the highlights. Not Mike Tyson's fault. It takes 2 to fight. Right now, I'd have to say I imagine Larry Holmes is sitting there in eastern Pennsylvania and thinking,
yeah, that's the thing. A fight like this brings them all out of the woodwork. Point out that Bonecrusher Smith has only been down once in his career, and that was in his first fight.
Trying his best. Best just isn't good enough.
Dead head, come on.
Bag of rocks.
wants to look better. If he doesn't, that can make him do his stuff.
And that's certainly been the case tonight. There was a body shot by Mike Tyson, one of the few he's thrown.
He didn't care who he was in there with. Because prize fighting is drama and theater, and when you have a great athlete and you want to see him perform and tested, and he's not performing and he's not being tested. What we're going to start reading about and hearing about Tyson now is, come on, fellas, he's not as good as Ali, he's not as good as Frazier. And in truth, he's not as good as they are. He hasn't had the record to show it yet.
I think
but it's been said about every champion.
And it's been said about Mike Tyson by Mike Tyson also. He has said he's not great yet.
Joe Louis wasn't as good as Dempsey, and Ali wasn't as good as Lewis.
Speaking of theater. Well, a minute and 15 to go in this one. Assuming we've kept you awake.
Tyson is trying everything he can. They are being booed, and I imagine even Tyson is the target of some of them. But Smith should be the target.
A right hand by Smith. That actually backed Tyson up.
That was the best punch of the fight.
For the new WBA WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Welcome to the ultimate guide on how to fight like Mike Tyson.
So, good instructions given by the ref in the early going. Mike gets it. As advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely.
In this video, we'll break down Tyson's unique fighting style, covering his stance, offense, and defense in detail. Everything you're about to learn comes from my personal knowledge, in-depth research, and years of studying fight footage to truly understand the mechanics behind his technique. I'll also be sharing exclusive insights and techniques you won't find anywhere else online. This isn't just another breakdown. You're going to learn Tyson's style in a clear, simple, and practical way that no one else is teaching. Here's what you'll learn in this video. How to adopt Mike Tyson's proper stance, the foundation of his entire style, a deep dive into his defensive techniques, including precise head movement, counterpunching, footwork, body twisting, and how he blocked body shots. How to close the distance and get inside effectively, just like Tyson did against taller opponents. How to stalk and pressure your opponent without being reckless. The art of hitting without getting hit. How to generate knockout power and finish your opponent with precision, and much more. This is the best video on the internet for learning how to fight like Mike Tyson. For a limited time, it's available at a discounted price for the first 5 buyers. After that, the price will go up. You can purchase this video directly from the shop section on my Patreon, or become a member to gain access to all of my exclusive videos. As a matter of fact, just check the video description for the link. Don't miss out.